Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks a lot, Paul, and thank you for tuning into the Nightly Sports Call. Rich Walsh will be talking about the Pitt game tonight at the Pete. Almost pull off an upset. It was a lot closer than the 69-60 game. They could have had a chance to get it within a couple points there late, but West Virginia, too tough tonight, ran away with it at the end. But you know what? You have to be somewhat impressed with the Panthers' heart tonight in this game. A young team, didn't give up. They were down nearly 20 points at the half and come back to make it a close game there at the end. It could have been much closer, but 69-60 was the final score. The Panthers outscored West Virginia 33-24 in the second half. A couple guys in double figures tonight for the Panthers. Luther had 13, Carr 12, Stevenson 12. So maybe a game like this gives them a little confidence boost. They didn't win the game, but hey, they won in many other ways. Maybe confidence, keeping up with a 18th ranked team, and people, fans, maybe giving them a little bit of confidence and excitement around this program, and see if the Panthers can build off of this. They were about a 15.5-point underdog according to Vegas at tip-off, and they ended up losing by 9. So there were some winners out there today, but I think the Panthers should be pretty happy with this game. I'm interested to hear what Kevin Stallings had to say after the game, and a couple of the players. Our cameras were over there. We'll have his post-game coming up on the 11 o'clock news on KDKA-TV. The Panthers lost, and so did the Penguins. The Penguins were down 3-0 at the first intermission. They replaced Tristan Jarry, who's been getting a lot of time lately, maybe a little tired, so they put him on the bench for the second and third periods, put in Casey DeSmith. And you know what? He had a pretty good game. He gave up a goal there, but the Penguins mounted a comeback, made it 3-2, and then a late goal at the end of the second made it 4-2, and it kind of just took the momentum out of the Penguins. They did make it a game there late. They scored with about 2:30 left, and Olimata hit the post as time expired, a few seconds to go, and the Penguins come out losers 4-3. And this is a tough division right now that the Penguins are in, the Metropolitan Division. You know, they have 35 points. First place is 39. So they're not really out of the division, but they're the last wild card in the postseason if it were to start today. The Rangers are right behind the Penguins. It's just a bunch of teams there in the mix for not only the division, but for the postseason right now in the East. Toronto has a spot right now in the postseason. That's a team that you might see in the postseason, a fast team. And Mike Sullivan talked about speed. It's all about speed, and you see some of these teams in the NHL developing that concept. Toronto's one of them. The Islanders are another. So potentially you're going to see a matchup with Toronto at some point. But right now the Penguins are in the final wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. But there's a lot of season left, so I wouldn't worry about this at all. Riley Sheahan gets another goal, his second in as many games. It's his fourth on the year. He's starting to play up to his potential. And the Penguins are going to, right now, forward depth is definitely a concern. Dominic Simon, played tonight. So that's a concern. You might see him make a couple moves here. They got to get Matt Murray back. Murray skated today, but still no status. He's officially listed as week to week. So don't know when he's going to return to the ice. How about Pine Richland? Continues their perfect season. 16-0, demolishes what was supposed to be, you know, I don't know how people come up with the rankings in high school football. The east side of the state had St. Joseph's ranked number 1. The west side has Pine Richland ranked number 1. Both teams were, you know, 1-2, no matter how you want to rank it. I think St. Joseph's was ranked 7th nationally by USA Today, and they both came in with a perfect record. St. Joseph's was, I think, 13-0 or something like that. They were undefeated, and Pine Richland undefeated, and Pine Richland just rolled over them, 41-21. It was a tie game at one point. Then it was 14-7, and then Phil Dracovic just went off. This guy is amazing. Another 5-touchdown performance by him. He's got to rank up there as one of the best all-time quarterbacks in WPIAL history. There's a lot of good ones, but this kid is pretty special. I'm anxious to see what he can do at Notre Dame next year. Pine Richland rolls to win the 6A championship, and Quaker Valley also a big win earlier today in the 3A to take home the 3A championship. So big wins for both of those schools. We'll talk about that and the Steelers and what kind of moves they're going to have to make to replace Ryan Shazier. An update on him. Give us a call. 412-575-2600 is the number, or you can tweet me, @RichieWalsh. Back in a couple minutes.